So what's character? I remember as a kid watching movies and everything, and you see the different characters on the screen, or reading a book and there's different characters, and wanting to identify with certain characters. But it's actually so limited. Such a limited way of looking at a character. The best definition that I found for character, so outside of just like playing a role, in your life, character is actually. So this quote comes from Cavett Robert, which is, character is following through on a decision long after the excitement and emotion of the moment has passed. So I'll say that again. It's following through on a decision. So let's say you make the decision of, hey, I'm gonna change myself. I'm gonna get in shape. I'm gonna start that business. I'm gonna do whatever, right? That is a decision, right? It's easy to make a decision. But you can decide, for example, you can decide to turn on your stove, but you still got to go over there and turn on the stove. It's a very simple example, but it illustrates a point that decision without action means nothing. And it'll actually set you back, because if you're making decisions and not backing it up with action, what does that say about yourself, right? That you don't follow through. And so that's a way to stay stuck. You notice I might be yawning. I've been having quite a week here, really getting pushed within myself, right? So I've made the decision within myself to take on the utmost responsibility possible for myself and in the world, so that we can create a world where everyone has their basic needs met, including education, where education's fundamental in that. Check out my other videos if you haven't heard about that. And so that's my decision, right? But the second half of that definition of following through on a decision long after the excitement and emotion of the moment has passed. So it's like in that moment, right? You make that decision of, hey, I'm going to get in shape. I'm going to build that business, right? For me, it was like, I'm going to take the utmost responsibility and fulfill my utmost potential. Like straight up, I'm going to do it, period. Guess what? That was like a year and a half ago, almost 2 years ago. I mean, even before that, I mean, I used to do this before I even found like TechnoTutor and all that. And that's a lot, because there are days where I do not feel like it, and it sucks, and I'm overwhelmed, and stuff happens, right? But so like this week, for example, right? So what's character? Such good timing. So Jessica got a leg surgery over the past week, and it was the best decision, best timing, everything. Holy cow! You can tell I can use some sleep and some recharging, but I want to make this video, right? Because I made the decision to do this, even though I might feel tired. I still do it because it's who I am, and that's the whole point of this video. It's looking at who are you. That will show you your character. And so with Jess, now I'm like having to take on all this responsibility that usually she takes on. So I have not made food or done laundry. I mean, I'll make food maybe one meal every 2 weeks, because that's her responsibility, and we've agreed to it. But now I'm doing that. I'm doing the dishes. I'm cleaning, because like she can't really move. She can't go up and down stairs right now. Just her leg is healing. And so this is like pushing me to the max. And I am having my other business that I run, and everything that I'm doing is like all moving, right? I can't just stop. And like Monday and Tuesday, I took off to be present with Jess in her healing process, get her to and from the hospital. It was like a lot. It's a lot to then do this, move everything forward, continue to push myself. And I just, in those moments where you don't feel like it, I just ask myself, who am I? Am I the kind of person who's going to let my thoughts and feelings just get in the way? Or am I going to do what's best, even if I don't feel like it? And that has been awesome, because I get to see who I am in those moments. And no one can take that from you. No one can take your character from you. And you get to see who you are. It's not to judge yourself or condemn yourself if you fall short, right? Let's say you make a decision, I'm going to get in shape. And then, you eat the ice cream or whatever. Well, one, just getting in shape, like, that's, like, you got to have a deeper reason why. So if it's just to get in shape for the sake of getting in shape, like, do it so you can actually live a fulfilling life where you can fulfill your purpose, whatever that is, and you can support others to do the same. That would be a good reason to get in shape. But if you're just getting in shape because you don't want to feel bad or anything, like, that's not going to last. So don't judge yourself if you fall short in this. Rather, this is like the art of walking. Think about this. A walk is a controlled fall. It's so profound when you can really understand that, because we're walking this journey of our life, and you will fall, but you can control that fall, and you can still stand no matter what. And when you really understand that, there is this strength that emerges from within you. And you learn to trust yourself, to stand. And you will do things that you never thought you could have done. And I'm chatting with people, especially this week, that are facing their fears. They're pushing themselves beyond their comfort zone, or they're accepting their comfort zone, and I get to challenge them on it. Because that's me giving as I would like to receive. I'm so thankful that I've had people throughout my life challenge me on my bullshit. And that's where you really get to see your character and who you are. Are you going to do the best thing, or are you going to do what's just convenient? Are you going to be honest with yourself, or are you going to lie to yourself? Are you going to take responsibility, or are you going to blame? Are you going to honor this one life you have and live it to the utmost, or are you not? That shows you your character. And if that makes you feel uncomfortable, good. So maybe that'll wake you up. So, look at yourself. What are the decisions to make, that you need to make, and are you going to follow through on it until it happens? Right? What was your New Year's resolution this year or last year? Are you following through on that? I suggest this. Decide on what principles you live by. If you don't know what principles to look at the self-perfected or the destiny principles. They're one and the same. 13 of them, common sense, solid principles, the best. And decide on those, and then follow through on those even after the emotion and excitement has passed. Then join us in Self-Perfected. Make some videos, right? Share this with other people. It's mosquito season. We're moving soon. Looking forward to that. We might have more mosquitoes in our new house, but guess what? It's not going to have me wavering on my principles, my decision to fulfill my utmost potential, even if it's uncomfortable. So, who are you? Right? What does character mean to you? Leave a comment.